And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we ended up going through the off season. Well, the preseason, I should say, where we ended up going 1-2. Not that record matters, but I mean, in case you care. In this episode, we're going to be playing the Seahawks, who, they're 0-0. It's week 1. As you see in the right, it is projected to be a rain game, which is fun. We already did training. Here are the players who are going to be out: Eric Stokes, Mario Douglas, Gavin Andrews, Frazier, and then for the other team, Jackson Smith and Jigba and Desmond King. So definitely some worthy guys on both sides of the ball. Uh, in case you missed the streams, we'll go ahead and show you the lineups. We'll go ahead and show you the scouts. This is what the team's looking like. With the Mario Douglas being out, Dante Fortin is going to be getting that wide receiver free role. Dylan Lobby, I think he has earned the rights to running back too. He played really well in the preseason, in my opinion. Going to give him a shot. Looking at the defense, Matt Royster, he is our first round pick. We have big expectations for him. He is going to be playing the Sam position as well. I know it doesn't show, but he will be. As well as with Eric Stokes being out, rookie 4th round pick Isaac Ford is going to be playing as well. So a bunch of young guys are going to be getting the field. Not a lot of experience. I would not be surprised if this unfortunately resulted in a loss. Yeah. As you see, some new faces: Deion Jones, Bobby Brown, Ronnie Hickman on the defense. We did sign some guys to hopefully make this defense just a bit better. And then same with the offense. I mean, we signed Sterling Shepard. He has a chance to be the wide receiver 4 for this game. We signed Raheem Sanders with expectations of him being running back too, but he really struggled in preseason. So he is actually going to be moved down to receiver free. So, and then if you're, in case you're curious, here's a top 10. Here are our scouts. Yes, I have an ability that allows us to have 4 tier 2 scouts. And yes, the quarterback is at the free. Geno Smith has a contract out. We are potentially going to look to use that. Basically, what I mean is he's technically under contract through next year as well. But come the offseason of this year, we're actually able to release him without paying any money. So, depending on how he plays this year, we could look to release him. It's a win-win in my opinion because, we could either release him and get a good quarterback, hopefully, or we can draft someone and let them develop under him for a year before he's actually gone. That's kind of where my mind is. Monte Litton, the undrafted free agent who ended up making the team. Ashton Genty, 10 yards. This is technically my second time playing this game. The first time it literally crashed loading into the game, so literally nothing happened. So if it says I played it twice, just know it's a lie. I only actually played it. I didn't even technically play it once. 2nd and 10, 6 yards for Genty. 3rd and 4. Boye Mafe with the bat breakdown, and the field goal is good. We lead 3-0 to start this game. Juan June out there for kickoffs. Torrey Horton, 11 yards. Probably going to be seeing a bit of him with the injury to JSN. 8-yard pickup for Walker. Crosby with the sack for 3 yards. 3rd and 5. Cooper Kupp for 14 yards and a first down. Kenneth Walker gets 4 yards. 4 yards again, both of them through the air. -2 for Walker, so 4th down. And they're going to punt it. Wow, the rain must be that bad. Chargers, our division foe, end up winning 2017 in their week 1 game. So, good for them. Dante Fortin with a catch for a first down. Penalty on the defense. Looks like it's going to be maybe offsides or something, neutral zone. Trey Tucker for the first down. 6 yards to Brock Bowers, 3rd and 4. 29 yards to Kavontae Turpin. That's what we love to see, him getting involved in the pass game. Kavontae Turpin had a really lackluster preseason. So, I'm honestly thinking he could be a guy we potentially look to move on from at the trade deadline as Genty gets the first down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. He's someone we traded for at the trade deadline last year. There is a penalty as Dylan Lobby only going to get a yard, it looks like, but see what the penalty is. It's going to be offside, so we're probably going to accept this. I mean, there's no point in not. We'd be at the 3-yard line regardless. Might as well have the extra down. But end of quarter number 1, we lead 3-0. Right at the end zone. We just need 3 more yards to get over. Definitely is a rainy game as well. I mean, you see it. Genty is the back. Mayer lined up at fullback. It's going to be a handoff to Genty. Down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Genty, even with that carry, averaging 6 per. So he's having a great first quarter. I mean, we still have 3 more quarters to go. So let's see how that actually works out. We see both tight ends in motion. We see Brock Bowers going in motion again. All to hand off to Genty for him to get in for a 1-yard touchdown. Raiders going to take, well, already had the lead, but we're going to extend our lead. Extra point is good. 10-0. So our first touchdown of the year belongs to Ashton Genty on the ground game. Deion Jones, the newly signed linebacker, commits a penalty. Kenneth Walker for 10 yards in the air. Incomplete pass by Darnold. Incomplete pass by Darnold. 3rd and 10. 12 yards of Kenneth Walker. That's a first down. Puts them in the zone that is red. Yes, I'm talking about the red zone. Darnold. It's going to be a screen pass. Walker catches it. Gonna get laid out by Jeremy Chin at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, however. Big hit there. I thought he was going to truck Jeremy Chin. I mean, I did not think Jeremy Chin would, deny him and say, nope, it's going to be you. That's going to be a handoff to Walker. Absolutely nowhere for him to go. Jermaine Pratt, someone who we didn't expect to be on the team, but we ended up re-signing him. I don't remember if it was, actually re-signing him or we just brought him back to free agency. But touchdown, number 15, that is going to be Torrey Horton. 7 yards, Seahawks. Extra point is good. They only trail by a field goal now. It's 10-7. Cavante Turbo for 27-yard return. First play is 4 yards for Genty, and Ernest Jones, the linebacker for the Seahawks, gets injured on that play. Genty for 5 yards. 3rd and 2. Trey Tucker, 14 yards and a first down. -2 for Genty. 3 yards for Genty, so 3rd and 3. 3rd and 9, excuse me. DeMarcus Lawrence gets the sack. 4th and 13. We're obviously going to punt that one. Only 37 yards. 26 yards to Jalen Naylor on the first play. 4 yards to Darren Waller. Cooper Kupp with a 51-yard touchdown. Seahawks, just like that, lead 14-10. Monte Linton elects not to return it. 2 yards for Dylan Lobby on the carry. 2nd and 8. 1 yard for Dylan Lobby. 3rd and 7. 13 yards to Trey Tucker and a first down. Jack Beck for 5 yards if we look at the play history. 2nd and 5. With the quarter, well, not really the quarter, well, I guess as well, but the half coming to an end, we obviously want to see the halftime report, which we have to be in slow-mo for. Dylan Lobby gets another carry. Don't think he got anything, lost anything. I'm concerned of how many carries he's getting if Ashton Genty may be injured. As Gino, going to take it himself. Slides to the 41. He goes a long distance as well. I mean, the field is like a slip inside. First down. 2-minute warning. Seahawks lead 14-10. I want to say Seahawks do get ball to start second half. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. Genty is back out there, so even if he was dealing with an injury, he's at least back. Going to be a loss of 4, though. 2nd and 14 back at the 45. Throws check down to Genty. Going to pick up some yardage, about 7 yards. There is an injury timeout to Jackson Powers Johnson, and he, oh boy, he is in pain, Alex Kappa, someone who I actually considered cutting to make the 53, not actually because of his bad play. He's actually played well for this team. It's just he's very expensive for a backup. Brock Bowers, first and goal to the 9-yard line. Timeout, Seahawks there first. Glad we didn't, because he is Powers Johnson's backup. So, I mean, if this is a long-term injury, even just short injury, it's a good thing we have him, because we can rely on a good backup. Did I press circle? I don't think I did, but okay. 5-yard pickup by Genty regardless. Second and goal from the 4. Gino, pressured, rolls out, throwing, incomplete. Tried to hit Trey Tucker, but tough pass. Probably could have just ran it in, but sure, what the heck, why not? Gino on 3rd and goal, throws. That's Dante Fortin, the touchdown. Raiders gonna take the lead. The extra point is up, and it's good. 17-14, Raiders lead over the Seahawks. This one's going to be returned up to the 29-yard line. First down from the 29. Seahawks got to go 71 yards if they want a touchdown. And it's going to be even more. Down goes Darnold. Tyree Wilson with the sack. 2nd and 17 back at the 21. Darnold. All day, Raiders only rush free. Cooper Kupp makes a man miss. Timeout, Raiders. They're trying to get the ball back. I don't blame them. 3rd and 12 from the 27. Darnold surveying. Raiders still only rush free. Darnold looking, throwing, wide open. Torrey Horton up to the 41. First down, timeout, Seahawks. Their final one with 28 seconds. Now, with the weather conditions, you got to wonder how close do the Seahawks want to get before trusting their kicker. That'll probably do it. First down to the 30. They got to hurry. They're probably going to spike it here. 3, 2, 1. 1 second remaining. Oh, my goodness. 47-yard kick. Even it up going into halftime. The kick is up. And good. 17 all to enter half. We are on pace for a good one. As we're going to be taking a look at the halftime report, taking a look around the league, see how all the teams have done. It's finally regular season. We haven't been able to watch these. Bengals, Ravens, these were 2 top teams last year. Ravens, I believe, ended up winning the bowl. I could be wrong. Rashad Bateman, and boy, oh boy, it looks like they're going to be continuing their trend. What a catch by Bateman. 37-35, Ravens winning a thriller. Broncos and Chiefs. Oh boy, we want to lock in for this one. Come on. I don't really care who wins. Bo Nix airing it out deep. Has Cortland Sutton. He also makes a one-hand catch. What's with the one-handers? 24-17. Broncos win this one. They go to 1-0. The only team in the the AFC West who didn't make the playoffs last year were the Broncos. They start out strong, not just with a win, but a division win at that. Finally, another division game. All 3 of them. Cowboys and Giants. Dak Prescott, he's going to run it himself. Has some blockers. Has the edge. Can he get across? He dies. 35-14. Cowboys. What a touchdown by Dak. Even with his old age catching up to him, still able to be mobile. Wins that one. Another one, Saints beat Buccaneers 35-31. Another Division 1. Titans 27-11 over the Colts. A bunch of division games. Torrey Horton with the touchdown. The Kenneth Walker run that put them in field goal range. Not showing us. Oh, there we go. Dante Fortin with his grab. We also had the Cooper Kupp touchdown. That was 51 yards. And the Ashton Genty 1-yard pickup. So far, both quarterbacks playing really well. Question is, who gets the ball to start the second half? Seahawks do. I was right. I'm always right. Okay. Not stretch it. Touchback. Lucky not to return it. 4 yards for Walker on first down. 2nd and 6. It's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 6. Ronnie Hickman knocks that one away. The newly signed safety for us. Good punt for Dixon. And they pin it in our inside the 10 at the 7. First play is a 2-yard pickup for Genty. Then 11 yards for Fortin. That's the first down. 2 yards for Turpin, 2nd and 8. 77 yards for Ashton Genty and a touchdown. Let's go. We love to see that. Dante Fortin is playing really well so far today. Something we're really happy to see. 3rd and 3 now from the 37. Good pickup by Walker. And we force a punt. And yet again, they pin us, this time at the 3-yard line. Negative 3 yards for Raheem Sanders. We're going to get a safety because of that. Oh, boy. Jonah Leilua gets the sack, 2nd and 19, and Max Crosby penalty negates all of it. 6 yards for Walker, 3rd and 4. Incomplete pass, 4th down. They're probably going to punt, maybe go for it. They do punt, touchback. 3 yards for Lobby, 2nd and 7. 5 yards to Brock Bowers, 3rd and 3. 1 yard by Lobby. I mean, he's just not playing very well either. I mean, granted, I'd rather him than Raheem Sanders getting the safety on his one and only carry so far. 12 yards for Jalen Naylor. 11 yards for Naylor. 8 yards for Torrey Horton. 9 yards for Naylor, first down. I do want to quickly take a look at our team salary after this. I want to see, 11 yards for Cooper Kupp in the first down. Takes us to the 4th. I want to see who all is going to be on expiring deals. Leaky Fotu with the sack, 4th and 17. They're going to have to punt. What a play. That knocks them out of field goal range. 2nd and 10. Negative 3 for Genty. 3rd and 13. Incomplete pass. We go 3 and out. 62-yard punt. 13-yard return. Pretty good. Torrey Horton. As this is a great game. 24-19. 3rd and 7. Incomplete pass. Now the Seahawks are going to punt it away. 40 yards for Dixon. 6 yards for Turpin on the return. I will say he is a good returner, Conte Turpin. Just not really the player we think. He just doesn't really fit my team. It was a good trade in my opinion because we are definitely using him more than we would have with Raheem Mostert. But at the end of the day, like, we want someone who we can rely on consistently. Like, if Ashton Genty gets a season-ending injury, I don't know what will happen. Kenneth Walker, 10 yards. Seahawks starting to move. Brennan Jackson, 7-yard sack. He had an amazing preseason. 15 yards for Kupp, 3rd and 1. Negative 3 for Walker. 4th and 4. They punt it. And we're going to go ahead and watch the remainder of this game. 4.5 minutes. Raiders up by 5 with the ball at their own 20, 1st down. I mean, if they're able to just get a touchdown or milk enough clock, probably end it. Geno Smith, good carry. He's going to get across midfield down to the 40-yard line of enemy territory. 40 yards for, oh my goodness. Big play in the 1st down for Geno. Genty now. He gets a good pickup of 5 yards up to the 35. 2nd and 5. A field goal would be good as well. It would still be a one-score game, but it would be 8 points. So they'd have to get both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Dylan Lobby going to be just short of the 1st down. We have an injury timeout for Seattle. Convenient. Stops the clock. 3rd and half a yard. Geno quarterback keeper to the 30. That's a 1st down Raiders. Takes us under 3 minutes to go. We only have to call one more play if we time this out right, which we do. Genty Gets only a yard. We did time it right, but the Seahawks elect to take a timeout, so very smart by them. We go play action, though. This could work for us. Geno, incomplete. Tried to hit Trey Tucker, and that could bite us. That stops the clock. I mean, we're obviously going to throw for it on third down. We have no reason not to. Geno, looking. Running out of time. He's going to throw it in the end zone. Wide open! And Jack Beck can't catch it in bounds. No! 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 Wide open! That foot is down. It's dragging. And there it is. It goes down out of bounds as well before the second foot, which would be a touchdown. If that... Well, actually, hold on. Let's look at the timing. Does his foot hit the pylon first or out of bounds? It looks like it hits out of bounds. Because it definitely hit the pylon. Like, before it went out of bounds. It was just the other foot went out first. Huge field goal here. 46-yarder with these conditions, not a guarantee. He makes it. 27-19, Raiders lead by 8. That's one score still, but like I said, they got to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Darnold so far, 22 for 34, nearly 300 yards. He'll probably get there in this drive. 2 touchdowns. This has been an amazing game to start this season off. Darnold. Raiders only rush free. Darnold's going to take it himself. He slides just shy of the first down, 2nd and inches at the 40. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Darnold gives it to Walker. Only gets about a yard, but a first down. All right, this is kind of where the Seahawks now need to be efficient. They picked up the first down. That's all that matters. I mean, you got over 90 seconds and 2 timeouts. You only need to go 60 yards. I mean, you could probably not necessarily take your time, but you're not in a rush yet. 2nd and 7, only 3 yards for Walker. Darnold checks it down. I don't know if he was trying to hit the tight end or what, but that was covered. 3rd and 7 out from the 45. Hey, this is where you start to, get concerned because you excuse me, you have to get the first down still. And you do up to the 46, and you take your second time out. So 1:15 still, 46 yards, 1 timeout. Fresh set of downs, you go handoff to Walker. Tyree Wilson denies that. 2nd down. Tyree Wilson's out there in coverage on what looks like... No, that's a tight end for sure. Good. Big hit! Fumble! Picked up by the Raiders! Deion Jones! The newly signed guy. He obviously didn't cause the fumble, but he recovers it. We have to see if he was down, though. Jeremy Chin! Absolutely! And that ball is out. And that is going to do it. We can run the clock out. And the Raiders forced the turnover. Big hit fumble late in the game. Win this one 27-19. Great game by Darnold. He did get over 300 passing yards, but unfortunately just wasn't able to get it done. Geno Smith, 17 for 29, 173, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Rushing, Genty, 7.1 yards a carry, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Lobby, didn't have a great game, 7 for 14. Geno Smith, obviously, with that 140-yard rush. Brock Bowers, 5 for 54. 4 and 4 for 29. Love to see him getting involved. Also got a touchdown in there. Jack Beck, 17. Tucker, 38. Turpin, 29. Genty, 1 for 6. Charles Grant, the only one to allow a sack, and it was only 1. Bunch of guys with tackles. 9 for Jermaine Pratt, 8 for Jeremy Chin and Max Crosby. A bunch of guys with 7 or 6. Royster with 6. We see him down there. Isaac Ford with 7. Both the new guys, Ronnie Hickman and Deion Jones with 7 as well. We love to see it. Tyree Wilson, Max Crosby, Jermaine Pratt with 2. Jonathan Culp, the rookie, with 1. Sack for Brennan Jackson, Leaky Fotu, Jonah Leilua, Tyree Wilson, half sack for Max Crosby and Isaac Ford. Obviously, the forced fumble by Jeremy Chin, the fumble recovery by Deion Jones. Kicking, perfect. Punting, 51 average, really good. Great game. We were able to get the win. I'm going to be honest, I did not think we were going to win that game. In home, or in home, on the road, Seattle was the home team. In that kind of weather, with us missing our top receiver and Mario Douglas and our top corner and Eric Stokes, I thought we were done. I mean, granted, that missing JSN probably helped, but still. But the weekly recap, obviously, we're going to start off our game. It would be stupid of them not to show off the game-winning play, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Bam! Ball flies out. Picked up by us. We win 27-19. Next, we have the Vikings and the Dolphins. Tua rolling out. Throwing it. Caught for the touchdown. 13-9. Dolphins win in a very low-scoring one, but looks like the touchdown literally made the difference. Finally, Packers and Lions. Detroit backed up against their end zone. Rose has a man. Oh, he beats the defense. 31-25. What a good game there. St. Brown. 31-25. Lions take the week 1 dub. Oh, and he's going to hit the gritty. But that'll do it for the weekly recap. Good game. I'm happy we won. It was a great game, honestly. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. Our defense came in when it mattered most. In the next episode, however, we will be playing the Buffalo Bills, who are also 1-0. The only team who lost in our division was the Chiefs, who had to lose because they played the Broncos. So it looks like our division is going to be a pretty tough one this year compared to last year. Even though I say last year, we had 3 teams make the playoffs. I mean, we had such a big lead towards the end of it that it was tough for us to lose. Ashton Genty, 30 yards ahead of second place. We love to see that. Leads the league in rushing through 1 week. I'm surprised he actually, with the amount of yards he got and, the 2 touchdowns, I'm surprised he wasn't player of the week. They instead give it to Jamar Chase, which, I mean, putting up 243 yards and 3 touchdowns definitely will do it. I mean, are you serious? That's any other week we would have probably won it, but no. We just had to go against Jamar Chase, putting up that stat line. But anyway, that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Glad to start season 2 off with a W on the right foot. Next episode, Sunday night prime time. Our first home game of the season is going to be against the 1-0 Buffalo Bills. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.